First, our story here comes from Megan Arufo, and she has this horribly Hollywood story here for us.
Okay.
So basically, I met this guy on St. Patrick's Day. He asked me for my number before I left the bar and told me he wanted to take me on a date, so I agreed. Nice, he's proactive.
Yeah.
He told me I could pick the place, so I picked sushi. Classy. So he was the first guy I dated that was younger than me. Okay, trying new stuff.
Okay.
I figured, why the hell not? I hadn't met anyone my age or older that I was interested in, so I figured I had nothing to lose. He was 3 years younger. Hey, in Hollywood, that's like,
Yeah,
that
come
could
on.
be 8 or
Yeah,
10 years. We
that's
don't know.
easy.
We don't know. He seemed more mature than most as far as actually making plans ahead of time and letting me pick a place for dinner. I will say he's probably in the top 95 percentile.
Okay, that's
in
pretty
Los
good.
Angeles. I mean,
That's
you're
pretty
you're
good.
a gentleman. You get
Yeah.
it. You would do all this stuff.
Yeah.
Most guys would just
Wouldn't.
say, "Meet me at this place at 11 for
Straight
a
up.
drink." Right?
Straight up.
He even came to my place to pick me up. None of this drive separate shit. Oh, she knows what she wants. A real date. We got to the restaurant and everything was going well. We had great conversation and he was really cute. I was into it. I got over the whole age difference thing because when you're out of college and in your 20s, it's all the same, right? Anyway, we left the restaurant and walked back to his car. He even opens the door for me. There we go. Southern gentleman.
Okay.
You're
Hey,
from the South,
You're
right?
speaking my language.
You
I
ha-
mean, I was a little worried about the St. Patrick's Day thing, but we're good. We're rolling.
It's either going to be a ton of drinking.
Yeah, I was just like, you picked this guy up on St. Patrick's Day.
Right.
That was your mistake number one.
gotta be
Just-
careful.
all right, that was your first, but he's made up for it.
Marcel's giving us, yeah.
He's made up for it.
You know.
Okay.
Been a while since a guy's done that, especially in LA.
Hey.
We sat in the car and decided what we wanted to do next. The date was going well. We didn't want it to end. We decided to come back to my place and watch Game of Thrones. Hey, there we go.
Okay, a little Game of Thrones and chill.
Get
okay.
some of that Khaleesi. On the way back, I started to smell something. I think he farted. I tried to ignore it. He turned the heat on in the car because it was cold, and the smell got worse.
Yeah, heat that fart up.
I was trying so hard not to say anything because he was ignoring it too. Maybe he was embarrassed. Yeah, you have to be careful with heat. Have
Yeah.
showers taught us anything?
Come on.
Then at the stoplight, it got really bad. I'm like, Jesus, is he still farting or what? Silent but deadly. Then all of a sudden, he asked me if I smelled that. I'm like, yeah, he's,
Classic.
he's asking, right?
Classic.
Maybe it's you. I said I didn't know, I didn't do it. He said he didn't do it. Then I realized the smell actually smelled like shit. I remember when we walked to the car, I walked in grass from the sidewalk to get to the side of the car. All of a sudden, I looked at my heels, and there it was, dog shit. I actually stepped in dog shit, and now it was in his car, on the floor mat. He pulled over and I showed him it was the dog shit. I didn't fart. He must have thought I did. Great.
Yeah.
Well, this guy's losing points.
I mean, this
He's
dude must
freaking
have been
out.
sitting in his car the whole time.
Whole time
like,
thinking
yo,
she's
she's
farting.
beefing it right now.
She's just doing it, and she doesn't
Yo,
care.
She's not saying anything. I'm
And then
kind
he's
of
like-
into it. She's really comfortable,
Right.
I guess.
Maybe it's her. Maybe she's just, yeah, that's like flossing on the first date.
Wow.
You're just showing your comfort level.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
Then he basically went from a man to a child and freaked out. I took the mat out and tried to get the poop off my foot and the floor mat on the grass. He was plugging his nose and squealing like a little girl. Once it was mostly wiped off, I felt terrible. Of course, anybody would feel terrible.
Yeah.
Also rude, he didn't even try to help me, but just watched as I tried to clean it. There we go.
Hey.
True colors. This man started off as a Southern gentleman
He was
with
a
the door.
straight gentleman.
Right. And now something bad's happened.
Yeah.
And he's watching her, basically like, you're like mom, right? You're just
Yeah.
going to clean this up.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Come on, guy. Then once we got to my place, I felt so bad. I took the mat, thank God it was rubber, and took it in my apartment and cleaned it in the sink. Oh, this girl's a saint. She even cleans it.
Yeah, she went the extra mile.
I
In
would
her
have taken
sink.
it. I would have taken it, just thrown it in my trunk, and said, "Don't worry about it. I'll just get this car deep cleaned, fried."
The whole car.
By the way, like you do this too. If you make someone feel terrible, you realize you're never gonna have sex with them.
Right. It's not happening.
You can't do that.
It's not happening. And I think that poop under her shoe sort of revealed his true colors.
Well done.
Yeah.
And that color was brown.
That color was brown.
Again, so she's cleaning this in the sink for him. Again, he just watched. Wow, there we go. Then we tried to give it a go on another night. Like it didn't happen. That was
oh, wow.
She even went out with him again.
Wow.
How
Okay.
nice is she?
That's super nice. She like she must be super,
Megan,
super,
you're a saint.
super-
I'm sorry, but I want a man, not a boy, who thinks he can quote Spice Girls. So who thinks he can, to quote Spice Girls, sorry. But really, he was afraid of the dog poop and made me feel like literal shit.
Wow.
Hashtag literal shit.
Hashtag literal shit.
Have you ever had that happen?
Where I felt like literal shit?
Oh no, where like there was literal shit involved in a date.
No, not that I can, not that I can remember.
Yeah.
Like a lot of literal shit came up with friends.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm no stranger to stepping in literal shit, but never on a date.
You have to be careful because olfactory senses, I mean, you associate
Yeah.
smells with memories.
Memory.
So no matter what,
Yeah, they're closely linked.
they're closely linked. She's always going to think of that
And
guy and
smell
think of shit.
Yeah,
And
she's
vice
gonna-
versa.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
Well, Megan, we wish you all the best. And that shit might have tarnished that date, but you will live forever in our hearts at Horribly Hollywood Single.
Yeah, always.
Stay single,
always.
stay safe.